Greetings, my fellow Americans. I'm Michelle Malkin with Conservative Review. Later tonight, President Barack Obama will deliver his final State of the Union address. He'll recycle his same old self-aggrandizing talking points, spike his football, wag his bony finger, and smirk into the teleprompter as leaders of both political parties clap like trained seals and Supreme Court justices struggle to stay awake. Get the smelling salts. Open your eyes. Here's the no bullcrap truth. The State of the Union sucks. Obama will claim that the economy is roaring, opportunity is expanding, the American dream is alive and well. Yeah? Ask the families of veterans who died because of the Obama VA's disgraceful secret wait lists. Ask the families of the victims of jihad attacks across America, from Fort Hood to the Boston Marathon bombing, to the Washington Navy Yard, to San Bernardino, who lost their lives thanks to incompetent Homeland Security policies and ideological delusions about Islam. Ask the families of victims of illegal alien criminals aided and abetted by liberal sanctuary policies, catch and release, and open borders. Ask the employees whose work hours and benefits have been slashed and who can no longer keep their doctors and insurance plans because of Obamacare. Ask the high-skilled workers who've been sacked by American companies and replaced with cheap H-1B foreign labor. Ask the pro-life organizations and small business owners forced to sue to defend their conscience rights against Obamacare's unconstitutional abortion mandate. Ask the victims of the vindictive IRS political witch hunts, or EPA land grabs and power grabs, or the countless government watchdogs and inspectors general who've been retaliated against and bullied. Ask the taxpayers whose hard-earned money was redistributed to irresponsible banks, fraudulent green energy companies, and deep-pocketed Democrat union bosses at the United Auto Workers in the name of saving the auto industry. Ask the nearly 50 million Americans now dependent on food stamps, or the nation's black teenagers whose unemployment rate stands at a staggering 24%. 7 years under Obama have given us more racial division and strife, more mountains of debt, more Gitmo jihadists let loose to return to the battlefield like the ones Obama traded for that crap weasel Bo Bergdahl. Less personal liberty, religious liberty, and economic liberty. Dangerous illegal alien border surges and refugee dumps overwhelming schools, hospitals, and social services. Executive amnesty run amok, out-of-control policy czars, corruptocrats in every agency and department, systematic circumvention of the deliberative process, and calculated sabotage of our most precious founding principles. To Obama, this Constitution is and always has been nothing more than a piece of paper, like the Kleenex he blows his nose with or the Charmin he uses to wipe. But here's more no bullcrap truth. Obama's radical transformation of America wouldn't have been possible without feckless Republicans in Washington who have rolled over at every turn. On Common Core, No Child Left Behind reauthorization, immigration, secretive trade deals and blank check trade promotion authority, big business crony subsidies, omnibus spending, busted budget caps and the debt ceiling, liberal judges galore. Americans don't need to hear how Beltway Republicans are infinitely better than the Democrats. They're not. Americans don't need to hear how if we could just elect more Republicans, things would somehow become magically better. They won't. The GOP has had a majority in the House, the Senate, and in theory a majority of conservative justices on the Supreme Court for the past year, and things have only gotten worse. We've seen the disintegration of what marriage means, the upholding of illegal Obamacare mandates and subsidies, the continued subversion of regular order, and the complete abdication of the power of the purse. Hey, what did a new Speaker of the House get us? The same old backroom dealing and rubber stamping business as usual. Conservative Americans want action. We want security, society, and sovereignty in deeds, not just words. Islamic radicals from all corners of the planet seek the destruction of America. These jihadists are exploiting every weakness in our system to further their bloody, warped worldview. To be a magnet for peace and freedom-loving people, we must be a secure nation and one that protects its own citizens first and foremost. Put this on a bumper sticker, make it a hashtag, hang a banner across Capitol Hill. American lives matter. America's posterity is only as certain as the amount of liberty secured by the current generation. We've seen seismic shifts in societal norms. Politicians must fight for order and tranquility. Our Constitution requires laws that promote the general welfare and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, and Congress must be the guardians of those sacred principles. Politicians must stand and defend American society and the order which it was built upon. For the future to mean anything, we must be a sovereign country, rooted and grounded in the rule of law with a true separation of powers. To be a more perfect union, we must uphold the Constitution. Government should not be the supreme authority, but should be a servant to the people, a mediator of justice and liberty. If President Obama won't play by the rules, it is the constitutional duty of the opposition party to oppose lawlessness, not surrender to it. Conservatives must confront their elected officials. If you disagree with the president, will you rise to the occasion and work to restore liberty and defend the Constitution? Or do you care more about governing and political compromise and your next re-election? 2016 is important, but a new conservative president won't be enough. We need men and women entrusted at all levels of government to make America a safe space for freedom again, to defend our rights and liberties, and to stop the further desecration of the Constitution and the destruction of the American dream. Good night, and God help America.